Nestled beside Rocky Mountain National Park sits Estes Park. The town of Estes Park is home to about 6,000 people and was settled in 1859. It has a long history of paranormal legend. The most well-known of these legends is of the haunted Stanley Hotel, which inspired Stephen King to write The Shining. However, there's more to Estes Park than just the Stanley Hotel. The town also boasts the oldest operating cinema in the U.S. It was built in 1913 and continues to show both new releases and older films in its one-screen theater. Ghost hunting tours and local documentaries are also featured. Hi, I'm at the Historic Park Theater in downtown Estes Park, and we're here to watch the 70th anniversary of Rear Window. While we were there, we saw an advertisement for a ghost hunting session, so we thought we would go back and try our hand at ghost hunting.
Well,
oh yeah, true.
yeah.
Like not necessarily running well. It's probably fun. It's kind of spooky at night.
Yeah, it is.
We'll have to do a Stanley Hotel one too.
Yes.
There's so many spooky places I have access to. Like we can do other things around here, and then we can do some in Arkansas too.
Mm-hmm. We should do a Falcon Monster
Yeah, we
one.
should. It's on my list. Garden Light.
That one's, it's gone. The Garden Light is gone.
I never saw it.
The train tracks.
I never saw it either.
Yeah.
Downtown Estes Park at night is a lot different than it is during the day. During the day, there are crowds on both sides of the streets going into shops and sightseeing. Our ghost hunting session started at 10:30, but we got there a little bit early because I wanted to have some time to walk around and look. One of the owners of the theater, Jenna, was running the ghost tour. The theater has been in her family for a long time, and she has many stories of interacting with spirits there. One of the spirits is named Leroy, and he's a boy about 12 years old. But she says that they have about 30 different spirits in the theater. As we neared the tower, we saw that part of it was lit up. We are outside the Historic Park Theater in Estes Park, about to go on a ghost hunt. Yay!
Yay!
We're here for our ghost hunting adventure at the Park Theater. There was a table set up selling fun things like jewelry and cat balls and EMF readers and spooky dolls. Jenna said the night before there had only been 2 people at the ghost hunt, but tonight there were 24 of us.
And since the theater is not very big and it's a one-room theater, there were people everywhere, so it was really hard to get a sense of how spooky it could feel. I'd love to go back when there were fewer people and just sit there and wait for something to happen. One of the ways they have people try to interact with the spirits is by using the sucker sticks. You hold the sucker in the palm of your hand with the stick at a 45-degree angle and ask the spirit to move it. Jenna claims that sometimes the spirits do actually move it. They'll make it go back and forth or stick straight up, or sometimes come out of your hand altogether. Although we didn't have any of those experiences, it was still fun to try. One of the things we did to try to interact with spirits was to take a ball up onto the stage and roll it back and forth between us. The owners of the theater claim that every now and then something will stop the ball or reverse it or make it go in weird patterns like S shapes or U-turns. Although this didn't happen for us, that would have been really fun to see. If there's somebody here, would you tell us your name? Or would you touch us? Can you touch mommy instead? That'd be fine. You're a little cold. Becca also helps out at the ghost tours. She worked with my son a little bit to try to get the spirit Leroy to interact with him.
You want to communicate? Move the stick, just the stick. So, funny thing, there was a psychic at the Stanley, and her name was Madame Farah. And she walked up to me one day and she said, "Hey Becca, you should play with lollipops." I was like, "Okay, I'll play with lollipops." So I was on the 4th floor of the Stanley, and I put a sucker, I had a dum-dum, and I put it in a kid's hand, and that sucker flew 3 feet across, and we're all looking at him going, "Did you do that?" And it's like, "No, I didn't move. I didn't do anything." I was like, yeah. So ever since then, it's like, yeah, they like to manipulate things. And especially if you're a kid and you're trying to get a kid energy to play with you, because there is a kid named, can you flip it over? You did it last night. Can you show us that you're here? Okay, don't take energy. They all have cell phones. You take their energy from the cell phone. Yeah, last night I was coaching that, and show him that you're here. He really wants to believe. Nicholas really wants to believe. He wants to know that you're here. Oh. No way.
Can you flip it over, Leroy?
Did you see how far it moved? That's awesome. Are you moving it up? Move it up. Go. Up or down. It really doesn't matter. Which way do you want it to go? My friend Emily really likes the blue raspberry. What is your flavor? What flavor do you like? And dum-dums are, by the way, they're about 100 years old. So, kind of works out.
Have you found that there's more activity when there's fewer people here?
That does not
Does
matter.
it seem to matter?
No, it does not matter. What matters is the energy that the people are bringing in. Now, if they're all curmudgeons and they're all, "Oh, I'm a skeptic, I don't believe this is, ball hockey, blah, blah, blah." Well, I wouldn't want to prove anything to you either, because, they're like, "Hey, we're not going to do anything for you." But if you come in with a really positive, "I would like to interact with you, I want to talk to you," they're more likely to do something.
Does anybody know where the ball is for on stage?
Oh, we just had it on stage.
It's still on stage?
Yeah.
It's still on stage, sweetie.
So what do you think about that? So that moved quite a bit. What do you think? I'm talking to you now.
Did you feel anything?
Well, yeah, my head's going.
It's pretty much standing up now. So we put it at 45 and it's standing up. That's pretty cool. That's awesome.
We also went up into the projector room, where Jenna says there are often spirits who will interact there. Jenna had an app on her phone called YouTube Vox that apparently scans radio channels, and every now and then a word will come through. Supposedly that's how the spirits communicate different words to people. And although we did hear lots of words, we didn't hear anything that would make us think for sure that someone was trying to communicate with us. Even though we didn't have any encounters, it was a fun experience, and I would definitely go back.